Hello, hello. We're back today. Taking a little bit of a hiatus from Modern, I think probably just for today. We'll see how much fun I have playing Legacy again, but as much as I've been enjoying messing with Stoneforge decks in Modern, I played in one of the Legacy events this weekend. I didn't end up playing in the playoffs. I qualified. I top eighted the last one, and I didn't prioritize it as much. So I had plans on Sunday, but I did play in the Legacy Mox qualifier that was run on Saturday, and I played Bomberman in part because Dozen Taxes takes a really long time to finish its rounds, and I still had shit to do on my Saturday around the house. So Bomberman leads to a lot shorter round times. Also because I've been messing around with this archetype in my spare time and having a lot of fun with it. So I wanted to see what it could do in like a more competitive tournament setting. And then I 7-1'd with the deck. I punted the one lost pretty badly. I punted a lot. This deck is extremely hard to play. Hard to play optimally. It's hard to see everything that's going on all the time. But this is a really, really fun deck. I've been enjoying it, and like maybe I'll play it more going in the future. But I know I've been on a bit of a Modern kick. Legacy, in my opinion at least, is in kind of like a lull right now, where it's not really changing, and that has been a little bit less interesting to me. I'm not like off Death and Taxes or anything. Death and Taxes is still sweet, and I think especially if you look at the results log, all the Rug Delver floating around and stuff, I think I'd be pretty happy to play Death and Taxes. But always nice to shake it up every now and then. And I've been trying a couple other Legacy decks, and this was one of the first ones that really I don't know, really interested me. Maybe I'm just a sucker for mono white decks. Who knows? But anyway, I guess we'll jump right in. I'll do a brief overview for some people that I guess like most of the people that watch me are probably like Legacy players that probably know how this deck operates, but it's gotten a lot of new toys even in like the past couple of months, which have really put it on the map. So it's like reasonable to kind of go over what the deck's plan is. So you're a Soul Land Chalice of the Void deck. You're actually, I think, statistically the most likely to have turn 1 Chalice of the Void of the Chalice decks in Legacy, because you play 8 Soul Lands and then also 4 Petals and 3 Opals. I think that's more than anything else. I could be wrong. I remember seeing that like statistic somewhere, but could be wrong on that one. Because the Opal, you also need like 2 other cards. But I think it's usually for like stuff like Red Prison, it's just Tomb, Trader City, and like Chrome Mox or something. Those like the only ways. I guess they have Spirit Guide though, right? They can probably turn 1 on Chalice better. But anyway, yeah. So you're a Soul Land Chalice deck because you play a lot of high cost cards that you're just like wanting to play Ancient Tomb and stuff in your deck anyway. And the main combo, the Bomberman combo, comes from this card, Auriok Salvagers. And my volume is up way too loud. And Lion's Eye Diamond. So Auriok Salvagers says you pay 1 and a white, turn target artifact with CMC 1 or less from your graveyard to your hand. LED, that classic Black Lotus that we all know and love. Discard your hand, make 3 mana. So you make infinite mana because you... Oh, hello, cat. Greetings. You pay 2 mana, you pop the LED for 3 mana, you pay 2 mana, put it back in your hand, you pop it for 3 mana, and then make infinite mana. And it used to play Pyrite Spellbomb, hence the name Bomberman, but since Walking Ballista got printed, it's just better than Pyrite Spellbomb, because your deck doesn't play red mana, and Walking Ballista is like actually a reasonable card. You can ping off X1, like 1 toughness threats, and you have a bunch of soul lands, so you can actually play it for large values and such. Other more recent additions are Karn Great Creator and Mystic Forge. Karn Great Creator is obviously really good in like a lot of the Soul Land decks, but especially in this one because you can tutor either part of your combo. We have an LED and a Ballista on the board for the Salvagers combo, as well as the classic Lattice, and then some value artifacts to tutor for Tormod's Crypt and Snaring Bridge. I'm trying out those engineered explosives on the suggestion of Max Torsion of Min-Max fame. I've been talking to him a little bit about the Bomberman archetype, because I don't know a lot of Bomberman players, and he's one of the ones that I do. So I wanted a card that like you kind of wanted in your Rug Delver matchup, and he suggested Engineered Explosives, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Not sold on it because you need Petal or Opal to pop a Tarmogoyf, but my initial inclination was Wormcoil Engine, which I've seen in a couple lists, but that's also 6 mana against Delver, which also seems just like impossible to resolve. But That's what testing's for, right? And Mystic Forge is sweet because we have like 29 hits in the deck, right? 11 creatures. Oh no, we have 3 of the creatures are hits too. So we have like 32 hits on Mystic Forge, and 18 of them cost 0 mana. So you can churn through a lot of your deck with Mystic Forge. Draws you a lot of cards. Anyway, enough talking about this deck. People can ask questions if they want to see or to learn stuff. E is something we can recruit as salvage, so which is nice. That's true. Can sometimes also just like pop one cost things if you wanted to, or pop 0 cost things. Although if you Karn for it, then you already can like pop the Chalice of the Void, because the Karn can just plus and kill the Chalice. Evening, we'll be joining us to Atlanta in 2 weeks. I am not, unfortunately, not going to Atlanta. My quarterly Magic trip is sanctioned off to be Eternal Weekend. Did not want to go to like two faraway Magic events in a short enough time frame. As much as I want, I probably could have planned better and gone to Atlanta, but I knew also like this month was going to be like really busy for me. My girlfriend just wrapped up her thesis proposal and stuff, so we're just calming down. Yeah, plus this cat over here won't let me leave. I'm trapped here now. Hello. Had to choose Atlanta for Eternal Weekend because I said do Mexico for my NBA. That seems pretty reasonable. Also, because fucking Eternal Weekend never post their shit. They just don't post their goddamn schedule. See, my dog is also upset that Eternal Weekend doesn't post their schedule. When and where is Eternal Weekend? October 31st to November 3rd in Pittsburgh. This hand sucks. This hand doesn't do anything. We cycle twice and have nothing. This deck mulligans like fairly well. You have a lot of, like relevant haymakers, and a lot of your haymakers are like very card advantagey, or just kill them. Ugh, I kind of hate this hand. Do I want to go to 5 though? We're on the draw. We have like 4 lands. Mentor can be good if we draw like one of our million artifacts or whatever. We have like Ballista and shit. Might keep this 6, but I'm definitely not happy about it. What am I looking for in a 5 though? A 5 on the draw, like our chalices are weaker. If they're relevant. This hand has a lot of potential to be good. We have a lot of mana and just like need some hits. What am I shipping? I kind of want to ship the City of Traders, honestly. We have plenty of mana. Cavern, or like basic planes, Cavern and Karagas are all like randomly useful. I ship City, yeah, that's what I was thinking. In different matchups, the city's just like not great when we're hitting a bunch of land drops anyway. Hello, Taiga. Not the land you see all the time, but all right, this hand not good against lands. Monastery Mentor are our worst threat against lands. Not very. We don't like play at instant speed, so our mentors are extremely vulnerable to just punishing fires. Hello. Like, I don't think I want to just run out of 1/1 Ballista here. I think I just want to play basic planes. Yeah. Because of, like, wastelands and stuff. Please stop stabbing me, cat. Loam. Sure. Not a particularly fast start from them. If we draw like some sort of bobble, we can at least like jam Mentor. They don't have another lander, they probably would have played it here. What's the last 2 cards in their hand then? Opal. Do I want to just Mentor Opal? Kind of. I kind of want to do that. It's pretty rough if they have Punish. I guess Punishing Fire is a card that makes sense to be in their hand, right? They have 2 cards in their hand, and neither of them are probably lands. Maybe I don't want to play this Mentor yet. It really sucks if they have Punishing Fire. They just Punishing Fire on the Mentor and we're stuck with... We have a 1-1 that'll just get Punishing Fire down the road. If they have Wasteland, we get our Ancient Tomb popped. I don't like it, but I think my plan is just land go still. Could land 1-1 Ballista, but I really just want to draw Karn. Oh, alright, well they milled a Punishing Fire, so good for us, I guess, if they don't already have one. Low backstage port. Play stage port. Really love to draw. I guess drawing a Karn wouldn't be good because they're going to port me, right? But, like, eventually drawing a Karn to pop this Punishing Fire, or pop this Loam seems nice. Can probably play out this Cavern of Souls here. Another Ballista. I want to start running these out just to like tie up their mana. At least a little bit. The second Ballista is probably not doing shit. We're just going to run out this Cavern and play a Ballista on one. Again, don't want to expose my Ancient Tomb because like accelerating out our Karn seems pretty important. This Ballista isn't going to do anything besides like get bot back to kill them if we find like the Salvagers combo. Please stop stabbing me. Okay. Please don't mill something scary. Alright, another stage. Not a Dark Depths yet, which is good. They could have crop rotation in hand, right? They have 2 unknowns that are probably not lands. Although if they had crop rotation, they tapped 2. No, they couldn't have gone for a last turn. They're just passing the turn. That's extremely threatening. Pretty sure I need to play out this Caracas. I guess I'm technically... No, I'm at 21, but they just P-fire my face. More lands, huh? Yeah, like... no, they ported me, so they don't have enough mana, right? They can just copy something with stage. Or P-fire my Ballista, but that's it. Why did they make these decisions the way they did? Like they tapped the Grove too, so if they want to P-fire down my Ballista, they can't buy it back too. Guess I'm just gonna run out of those Plains. Play a second Ballista on one? No, that doesn't do shit. Maybe it's time for Mentor Opal. I mean, P-fire down the Mentor. No. Let's go, I guess. This is a little awkward. This is definitely not the best Bomberman hand I've ever seen. Just gonna copy something, copy my port. We have plenty of lands. Eventually they'll find a Wasteland though, but they didn't cast the Loam. We're still alive to like find a Karn. BFC Floors, the mismatchy, whatever those are. Yeah, I just had these auto selected when I imported the deck the first time, and then I just kind of left them. I have yet to change them. I played a lot of Leaves with this deck, and just still haven't changed them. A Ghost Quarter, eh? Well, we got more planes. Eventually we won't, though. We don't have that many planes. Pump our Ballista here. Stage, quarter, 2 unknowns. Ghost Quarter me again. think I just want to pump this ballista. They might they're just gonna P-fire in response though, so no, right? I'll float a mana. They don't want to cast this P-fire here. They really don't. Come on, no, cast it. Come back, opponent. They figured out that they can just P-fire on my draw step, or if I activate in the upkeep here. Ooh, we found a Karn. That's nice. So I want my opponent to P-fire this ballista now, so I can eat the P-fire and the loam with a Tormod's Crypt. Maybe they'll P-fire right now. No? The problem with just eating the loam is that they'll still have this P-fire to like deal with my Karn and stuff. Maybe I just want to play the Karn and plus it. And then try to like just go for Lattice. Although the double port Lattice is certainly a struggle. What else can we get? EE doesn't really do anything. Blows by Exploration. It's gotta be Crypt, right? We just gotta Crypt, exile this loam, and then go from there. Then maybe we can like for some good D&T cards to stop the Karn Lattice lock. Disenchant, or just like having creatures on board would be the best bet, right? Anyway, hey, stop that! Get down there. Yeah. Punk. Would Disenchant be a little late? I mean, you can like float the mana. I'm just saying like Disenchant over like Seal of Cleansing or something. Outside of P-fire, can they bridge main deck? Probably not, but P-fire is a pretty good way to beat bridge, right? Anyway, am I playing this Caracas? I think so. I think this Ancient Tomb is actually more valuable. I guess if they want to P-fire on my Karn, they kind of have to expose their P-fire to the Tormod's Crypt, right? Unless they find more Groves. Or am I just supposed to pop this on this loam? I think I'm just supposed to pop it on the loam. They're pretty far away from like doing other things right now. I'm gonna wait here. Because if they want to, they can't cast P-fire on their end step to be more mana efficient. Now I have to pop it. I could like cycle, but I imagine they would have been cycling earlier. Is Legacy? This is Legacy. Because it does almost look, not really. Looks a little bit like Modern on my side at least. Except like the Ancient Tomb and Caracas. Oh no, they found a Wasteland. They should probably double P-fire down my Karn now. Oh wait, can they? They don't have enough red. Unless they... Saw one card in your hand and thought it was a vintage fair. Oh, that's also fair, I guess. Oh, they have a red... Wait. Do they just have a second P-fire? I see. Okay. Yeah, our lone mentor. Walking Ballista is vintage playable too. Ancient Tomb. We get our Ballista out of P-fire range if we want. Just like have that be our plan. Yeah, I think I'm just pumping this Ballista this turn. Aw, this Chalice of Void would have been really good to put on 2. I don't think I want to put it on 1. turning off these P-Fires seems really relevant. Which means I don't want to play this Ancient Tomb to get it, like, ported or anything. We'll just pass the turn. Because they can, like, double port me and we can still play a Chalice on 2 next turn. I'm really concerned that they're going to draw Crop Rotation at some point and just, like, murder me. I guess if they keep double porting me, then we're threatened by that less. Like, they'll, like, pretty obviously not double port me. And then port me again and draw step. Alright, so yeah, now we just wanted to Chalice on 2. Maybe I actually wanted to play the city to stay above 20. Yeah. Oh, and I'm at 21 because they made me gain life. I don't know why they bought those back. I think there's a chance we can steal this game. I don't think so. Maybe. If we draw another 0-drop, we might be able to, like, mentor Bobble Bobble. Alright, there's something. They can't just port me again, and they don't have enough mana. We can't attack into the Merit Lage, they just, like, make it and block. But if we go Mentor, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we could Mentor LED, Opal, Ballista for 2. And then the following turn, assuming there's a Merit Lage blocker, we can still hit them for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus pump mana would be like 9 or 10. I think we might get close. I don't know why they tapped my Ancient Tomb when tapping my Ancient Tomb literally kills me. This is not a good deck for me to stream with, because this is a deck that, especially if you like have the combo, it takes a long time, and like I talk a lot when I'm streaming. But with the Chalice on 2, I don't think they can attack me. I think we just have lethal if they attack me. Unless they can, like, crop rotate for no, they can't even, they don't even have threshold for, like, Barbarian Ring. Or at 21. I definitely should have played the city played the city instead of the tomb last turn. Because if they didn't pick up their two, Pudging Fires for no reason, I think I just die here. Flexing your wallet on stream. This is a very expensive deck on Mono. Oh, hello. Hello again. Yeah, don't think they can attack me. They have, like, crop rotation for... No, just another exploration. Oh god, why aren't they porting me? That's weird, but So we attack with everything. Hey, stop that cat. We attack with everything. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And a single pump on this ballista should be lethal. So yeah, I should have just lethal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Block here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess block here would make more no, because then they take a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pump this to 10. Ping for another one. Okay, yeah. Crop rotate to Glacial Chasm thrown, yeah. Something like that, yeah. Got there. So what's making Bomberman so good in the meta right now? I don't think it's a meta thing. I think it's just Bomberman's got a lot of good tools lately. I think that makes the deck a lot more powerful. But people have been sleeping on it a lot because it's a hard deck to pilot and a very expensive deck to build online or offline. So I just don't think it has the numbers behind it to really like innovate and like play it out and really figure out what it like and optimize it. So anyway, how do I sideboard against lands? I'm supposed to bring in like all my dirtily white card. Oh wait, no, not Container Priest. I want the other ones. Yoink. And cut all these mentors and shave like 2 random Dirtle artifacts. Ended up playing it at our local league top 8 and got second place. Yeah, this deck is really sweet. I am heavily considering building in paper. But yeah, to answer your question more, Ripsol, Karn the Great Creator and Mystic Forge are really big additions to this deck that just haven't existed until like a couple of months ago. But even like the before Mystic Forge, Karn Cyanoversa, people were playing Karn Cyanoversa, and that was like also a very powerful card. But Karn Great Creator is huge for the consistency of this deck, and just the power. Karn Great Creator is nuts. Anyway, this looks fine. I think I like leaving the Crypt in the sideboard. We don't need it early. This isn't like Red-Black Reanimator. I'll board in the Crypt against like faster graveyard decks. This is a matchup where I feel like it's going to take longer, and like just having more access to Crypt in my deck versus via having more 4 Karns is better than like having a fast Crypt. Only difference is I had 2 decks on my sideboard. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out. Sideboard is like one of the few things you can tweak by little bits. So I've been trying out some different iterations. Used to play Imperial Bomber back in the day after they banned Top. Imperial, Painter is probably one of the shells that actually gets you closest to Bomberman. Because Bomberman's in this weird spot where like you're a Soul and Chalice deck, but you also have like opals and LEDs and stuff, and there's like these 2 very separated groups of like expensive cards that not a lot of people like want to own both. Like the Soul Land players aren't going to own LEDs, and like the LED players aren't going to own like City of Traders and stuff. But yeah, I should focus on playing faster with this deck, because if I actually need to like do the Bomberman combo, that takes a long time. So I'm going to try to talk a little bit less and focus on gameplay a little bit more, as much as I love talking about Magic. Yeah, Mox Opals are fucking stupid expensive. Oh yeah, I saw that. I was actually, that was my before I even like saw that post, my inkling was like, if I build Bomberman, I wanted to Japanese non-foil out the deck, because I have all foil Death and Taxes, but like with decks that you can't foil everything, it's a little bit less appealing to like foil most of it. But you can all Japanese out the deck, and that's like pretty sweet. Do I want to keep this? This hand's pretty good. It's rough against Wastelands and stuff, right? But we have Mystic Forge, which is nuts if it resolves. And, like, if we don't get Wastelanded or whatever on exactly turn 2, we just get to, like, jam it. We have Bobble for a redraw. I kind of want to keep this. I'm in for this. Put him old to 6. I keep using lazy and hate mulling. Mulling's so easy on Moto. You just click a button. You don't have to shuffle. But I don't know what I'm looking for if I mold. How much are Japanese LEDs? I don't know. I thought I saw some going on like Star City for like 300, but normal LED is like 200. It's a scary start. Ooh, Ancient Tomb. Should I lead on Ancient Tomb for the turn 2 Mystic Forge? Probably. Then just like get Wastelanded and then cry. If they don't have exactly Wasteland, then we get pretty rewarded for this. I wonder if I was actually supposed to bobble them first to see if they had Wasteland. I'm used to just like autopilot activating Ursa's Bobble on my opponent's end steps. We had like a 1 in 3 chance to see if they had a Wasteland. Oh, we're just getting turn 2 comboed. Hey, we have a Plow. We don't just get turn 2 comboed, actually. We also can't play our Mystic Forge. Bobble you. See a Mox Diamond. Go for it, opponent. Got it. Ding. Sphere of Resistance. Fancy. It's pretty good against my Mystic Forge. I'm still gonna jam it here. Can't do anything with it, but we will exile the City of Traders that we're drawing. Not exiling my planes that we're drawing. I could exile it my upkeep, but I don't really like to do that. I'd rather just draw the card and like find more cards to play off the Mystic Forge. Like, these planes don't suck necessarily. But I was gonna like port my City of Traders and stuff. We're gonna have to blow it up, play more lands. Yep. Another Mystic Forge. I could just exile this. I could just play it. Just play on my other city, play it. Does give me more access to exiling stuff later. Yeah, let's go for it. I just jam Salvagers. Like, the Salvagers, we can't combo with the Salvagers, right? Because they have a sphere in place. So Salvagers, I guess I could start buying back the Bobble and drawing card. But like, that's so much mana to do that and stuff. I don't want to draw the City Traders. I'll draw a Mishra's Bobble that costs 1. Do we have answers with this? Oh yeah, we boarded in 2 Disenchants and another thing. Or I think we're digging for like Karn right now. We can answer this with like Karn too. Slowly, we can answer with Karn. Oh, there's a Salvagers, fuck. Yeah, I'll exile that. Yeah, I'll play a Petal. You should play Nature's Chant despite Moxel. It's fighting myself. There was a Nature's Chant split in the deck, and I was like, yeah, fuck that noise. Because I don't need to tap this yet. Now I need to tap it, because I'm going to play this Bobble, too. Taking so much damage. Yeah, we need to find a Mentor to... Oh, no, we cut all the Mentors, too. Hey, there's a Chalice. Chalice is good. Chalice lets us Chalice on 2, which is very powerful. We could just Chalice... I'd have to discard my whole hand of Chalice on 2. Actually, I couldn't even, because that costs 5. What do you draw an opponent? A Grove of the Brimwillows. Oh, I was supposed to play land. I forgot I had a land drop. I could have actually played the Chalice on 2. Don't think I wanted to, though. The Salvagers is relevant eventually. Like, the Salvagers are like our clock now, right? We do need to kill them. cast out. That deals the sphere of resistance, and then we can kill them, right? I need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to crack the pedal to play this chalice on 2. Do I want this other LED? I could just like cast out the sphere and just play shit, right? And I like chalicing on 2 right now. Especially because that means we don't need to find disenchant. We're at 9. I'm kind of scared of activating these Mystic Forges too many more times. Maze of Ith. Alright, well. There goes that plan. 9 to 40. I mean, we have infinite damage. We're getting close to having infinite damage now. Yeah, it can't burn us out as long as it's chalice on 2. They're like Crossing Grips or Force of Vigors or whatever. Waiting in the wings. Ooh, Karn. That is what we want to see. But we also are not playing it yet. Because I don't want to burn this Salvagers. I'm just going to go land go. I should have... Oh, no, I didn't have to mana. Next turn in response to the port, I'm supposed to cast the cast out on the sphere. This thing has flash, as it turns out. I mouse over cards I'm talking about them, and every time I mouse over Mystic Forge, the screen goes dark, and it's the worst thing ever. Alright, so in response to this port, I'm going to cast out. Targeting your sphere of resistance. Oh, there's the last piece of our combo. The Walking Ballista. Let's play with this other LED. And then just pass the turn. Could like cast the Ballista for 0 because it can be in my graveyard or whatever, but... And then, like, see if we find other zeros to, like, play out these Mystic Forges and stuff. I'm not using these Mystic Forges to their fullest advantage, but I'm also a little concerned about the clock if my opponent makes me combo them through 40 life. Because now we have lethal now. Play Berserker and then conveniently have Bog. And then we just, like, play the Karn and then, like, very, very slowly get there. Tap your land, sure. Could also just lattice them and work from there. Yeah, but again, a little concerned about time. Maybe they'll just concede. Okay, nice. They just conceded. We did it! Thank you, opponent. One thing I've learned from playing this deck is that, I don't know why, but people just don't like conceding to the Bomberman combo. I've had to play through the whole combo so many times, and it's the worst. You have to get, like, some obscene storm counts. Especially when you don't actually have, like, the Ballista for lethal, when you just have to recur a Bobble infinitely to, like, draw 40 cards and win the next turn. It's just, like, people just never concede to that. And then during the playoff event, actually, I had a Salvagers and 2 Monks from my Monastery Mentor, and my opponent had like 8 Young Pyromancer tokens, and just every turn I had to get, and my opponent was at like 50 life, and every turn I had to get both my Monks up to 15 power to attack for lethal to force chump blocks with the Pyromancer tokens. For like 4 or 5 turns, I had to just like recur an LED 15 times. It was the worst. But shout outs to my opponent there for not making me Ballista them from 40 life. Oh hey, playing as Itai. I wonder if he's playing humans. I know he was really obsessed with that deck for a hot minute, but he was always also a classic Death in Texas player. This hand classically kind of sucks. We're on the draw again. He's definitely on humans. And actually, like, not that bad against humans. Like, double basic land, 2 redraws towards just, like, ship this. Yeah, I think we have definitely better hands. You want to be explosive against the decks that don't do anything until turn 2. This hand is explosive, but it doesn't explode into anything. Just keep a bunch of mana and 1 redraw on 6. I don't think so. Actually, maybe. Maybe you keep this. Maybe you keep this on 6 with 1 redraw. We ship the extra opal. It's better than a 5. But, like, no, we play out a whole hand to play our Thalia, and then we just, like, draw Mentor. Guess you keep it and ship one of your mismatching opals. Okay, I own 2 Expedition opals, and fucking Card Hoarder never has Expedition opals, so I always rent the 1 Modern Masters 2 opal. Actually, I think I have 1 mismatching petal, and I have no excuse for that, because I just own all 4 petals. But yeah, also mismatching. I agree with that one, 8-bit. I don't care about my arts nearly as much on Moto. Do I want to keep this, though? I kind of want to. Let's just top deck Mentor and just, like, City, Petal, Mentor, Diamond, Bauble, Opal. Yep, definitely on humans. Vial, sure. Another Bauble. Alright, how much of this shit do I want to play out? All of it? Not Magic. Did you watch the Dark Crystal? I have not. I have not watched it. I've heard about it. Heard a little bit about it, at least. I think I just want to play out my whole hand here. I doubt Itai is actually good D&T seriously. Did he really get, like, that obsessed with humans? Eddie, yeah. Eddie conned him into swapping decks, and then Itai top 8'd. I think I just want to play out my whole hand to play around Thalia. We just have no payoff here. We're just going to, like, draw 2 cards. We could cast it. If we pop both our baubles, we could still cast it through Thalia, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. What are you drawing over there? A Recruiter of the Guard. Storm 5. Oh no, Wasteland. Oh, we have a bazillion mana. Just draw Salvagers. Is it Thalia? Alright, let's not draw Salvagers. Back to that Karn thing we were talking about. Nah, we saw the Recruiter again. We're gonna draw the fucking Mentor. Oh, we do draw the Salvagers. So we can Salvagers, discard our whole hand, and get Infinite Storm and do nothing. So we're just gonna Cavern of Souls into Bauble here. Actually, we could just, like, play a 2-4 blocker, right? They have a Recruiter. Although, that's a little scary. Eventually, you can Recruiter for, like, a Jailer or something to exile it. We can discard our whole hand forever, yeah. I'd have to crack the Petal to play the Salvagers. I think I'd want to just play this other Cavern, especially in the face of this Wasteland. What are you drawing? A Noble Hierarch, sure. That Thalia is kind of a bummer. If he didn't have Thalia, we actually just could have killed on turn 2. Or not killed, we could have drawn infinite cards on turn 2. Which is pretty much lethal. Draw, like, actually we can't draw Crux anymore, because their Vial's on 2 here. Really just digging for Karn at this point. Mystic Forge. You gonna Wasteland me? Yeah. More baubles, alright. Maybe we just need to set up salvagers as a blocker. I mean, this deck is very much just like a find and slam your haymakers deck. It's like, yeah, I just want to draw Karn or Mystic Forge all the time, because that's like half the relevant spells in my whole deck, right? Yeah, I think I want Salvagers just to stem the bleeding a little bit over like playing this bauble. This might have like Reflector Mage, and you could just go like land, Recruiter, Reflector Mage you. I don't know what's in the humans lists nowadays, but I imagine Reflector Mage is pretty good in the world of like Tarmogoyf being a really strong card. So Reflector Mage would certainly track. And then I think at that point we might be dead. Would we have enough mana for Karn Bridge? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, because we have the LED. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we'd have plenty. If we draw Karn, we get Karn Bridge. Humans are pretty cold to Karn Bridge game 1. Maybe I just want to mull aggressively for that reason. Draw Karakas with Karakas lethal. Karakas Thalia, kill him. Alright, it'd be Karakas Thalia, draw a million card. And that might not do enough, because we're taking a bunch of damage here. Hopefully he doesn't have another land. The way that he's tanking on this, I imagine it's not just Reflector Mage, punch you for 6. Or 7. Meddling Mage. Oh, they could play Meddling Mage. Freebooter. No, my bauble. Interesting choice. Like, if I had a Karn there, I definitely would have just slammed it. Actually, I think I was 1 mana short of Karning last turn. Karn bridging last turn, so maybe that was why that play happened. Then you just Meddling Mage Karn. Oh yeah, Top Deck Ballista does flat out win. Yeah, that'd be nuts. Alright, let's Mystic Forge it up. Let's find a Ballista. Do you want to tap? Yeah, we can play that. Yeah, we can play this other city, right? It doesn't matter, though. We don't need to yet. Actually, no, we do. Thalia. Alright, let's have our top card be Walking Ballista. Karn, Great Creator. We have 5 mana. We can cast it. And then it does nothing. I can make my Mystic Forge a 4/4 blocker. Wait. No, we don't have enough mana. We can go get the Ballista, but then we don't have enough mana to recur, right? Are we dead next turn? We might be. 3 cards in hand. We're not dead on board. We're dead to a Lieutenant. I don't think it's worth it to just play out the Karn, right? Because if we Karn for the... We'd have to minus for the Ballista. Cast Karn to limit his options. Oh, that turns off the Vial. That's fair, actually. Oh, it doesn't turn off the Vial. It turns off the Vial until post-combat, at least. Play out Karn to get Bridge. I mean, we're just Karning for Ballista, because Ballista is lethal, right? Even through a Wasteland, we win. No, actually, it's a little risky against Wasteland, right? So we have to pop our LED, and then... and the Petal. Then we're actually off... We'd have to keep the city around, play the Ballista off the city, and then Opal plus Cavern pick up the LED to combo out. We won't have white if we cast Karn. If we cast Karn and minus it for the Ballista is the white mana, right? It's definitely tricky. I think playing out the Karn here is correct, though, because we can't even like necessarily play out the Karn next turn. If we like get Wasteland, we're just like losing anyway. I think I'm gonna Karn minus. have to crack the LE first. Oh, tap that. Doesn't really matter because you can control Z on Moto, but... I could plus it to make my Mystic Forge a 4/4 blocker to chump block the champion of the parish. Although, then I chump block and then my Metalcraft turned off, so I actually can't combo out next turn. So, yeah, no, that's bad. I think I need to minus and go get Ballista and then cross my fingers that I don't just die. With this Engineered Explosives, which is a little... not enough mana. Too much mana, whatever. Alright, please don't kill me, opponent. Thalia's Lieutenant does it. Faux show. But with the Vial turned off, I can't just get, like, Recruiter Thalia's Lieutenant or something. Ballista can't get Freebooted. It can't get, like, Meddling Mage or something. There are a lot of cards that beat me here, is what I'm trying to say. But... Wasteland. I guess I shouldn't F6. I might want to get this Bauble off the top of my deck if they Wasteland me. And, like, don't put me to 1. So we just want to draw a Soul Land to lethal them. You know, this started to be combo. I was talking to Eddie, and Eddie doesn't think Bomberman's a good matchup. I'm kind of inclined to agree. Our start was not very good, and, like, we actually did have... We had lethal except for, like, exactly the turn 2 Thalia. Yeah, Karn-stopping Vial might be pretty big. I mean, they might just, like, be able to Reflect Mage my Salvagers and get me, but... Setting all at Karn. It's interesting. Seems like... Could keep the Karn alive. Block the champion. It doesn't seem very good. I think we're just playing towards they don't have anything. There's something that punishes me that, like, deals 3 damage to my Salvagers. So I might as well just eat this Imperial Recruiter. Recruiter and a Meddling Mage is largely implied here. I mean, they could have a lot of things. They could just have a Meddling Mage without Recruiter. That's fine. Because, like, if I chump block with my Salvagers, then they just, like, name, like, Ensnaring Bridge or something, right? I don't think I want to draw this Bauble. I don't really want to draw this other Salvagers. I don't know what I'd want to draw, though. I think we're just dead. Oh no, another Ballista. Why'd we show our hand? Can you get the mage off the table? I mean, yeah, we would need to find, like, Karn Bridge or something. We're just dead here. Bring in our pile of Swords to Plowshares here and cut Chalices. We have 1 extra slot, so, like, Cast Out's a lot of mana, but they have, like, a lot of problematic creature-based permanents. I'm not a big fan of Containment Priest or Disenchant here. We could just bring in the other Walking Ballista from the sideboard, because the Walking Ballista is just really good against them, just, like, naturally. Yeah, we kept like a pretty loose 6 and had a very decent shot of winning that game, just at multiple junctions. Are you gonna Karn for that? Yeah, no. If we're Karning, I think we're just, like, getting bridge and stuff. I think it's reasonable to bring in parts of the wish package and stuff. I think I like this. I think this is what I did when I played Eddie in the playoff or the playoff event or whatever. What was it? Not the playoff. I didn't play in that one. The Mox qualifier. That's what it was. So you're mostly looking for hands that just, like, body your opponent beyond space and time before they get to, like, take a turn. This hand almost does that, actually. This hand's really close. We have turn 2 lethal if we hit a mana source. This hand is so greedy, though. I'm gonna ship this. This hand, I think we can have better 6 than this. This hand is so insanely greedy. Because we can turn 1 City Traders, Ballista on 1 Opal Diamond, and then next turn if we draw any mana source, you just salvage or kill them. Sand makes me sad to ship, but I think I'm supposed to ship it. How many mana sources do we have in this deck? 4, 5, 6, 19 lands. 25. 25, that's like a 50% chance of killing the opponent, right? 20 plus 4 petals and 2 more opals. Do you keep a hand that says 50% chance to kill your opponent on turn 2? I think you do, right? It's really bad if we don't, though, and they just, like, wasteland my City Traders and we just fucking die. I'm also just, like, eating away a bunch of my clock again, like I said I wasn't gonna do. But then we keep having, like, weird hands like this. I would, but I hate to mulligan. Just keep it and then, like, complain that I got unlucky when I lose. That's a pretty good... I like that plan. Something. Alright, we're keeping this. We'll get there. Don't worry. Don't worry, chat. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're talking about, chat. The fact that we have to play the City of Traders, too. Do it for science. Because I don't have to cast, like, this Opal and LED, do I? Because, like, we could... There's a world where we might need them for, like... I don't know. We'll just tap the Opal, sack the LED. Yeah, he's going to wasteland me on turn 1. That's the other option. Tap the Opal, sack the LED, make a 2/2 Ballista, call it a day. Oh, that's like an actual Magic card, at least. It doesn't help that, like, I tanked on that hand for, like, a solid 2.5 minutes, and that makes, like, turn 1 wasteland really easy. Wow, we didn't even come close to getting there if we didn't get wastelanded. What are we trying to draw here? I guess basic planes. LED, or petals and stuff. Well, we can't even plow like a Thalia here. We can plow a freebooter. Plow the shit out of that freebooter. Do I? Yeah, it's just gonna take the plow. I might as well. Alright, that's a card. Now we just need to draw a soul land and we can actually win. Can I attack? Yeah, it doesn't matter if our Bliss is in the graveyard. Actually, no, Bliss in the graveyard doesn't turn off our Opal because we have this petal now. So, like, if they Violent a Mom... I don't know why they... Would they have Mom in the deck post-board? I feel like no. Although, attacking's also not important. Like, in what world is the 1 damage we get off of this attack worth it, right? I'd rather keep this trying to, like, kill a Thalia or something than, like, trade it for a potential Mom. Now we just need to draw a soul land. Although, we're getting dangerously close to the point where, like, my opponent will actually have relevant interaction. And we can't just, like, draw soul land and win. Like, Deputy of Detention and stuff. They just, like, Deputy my Mox Opal or some shit. What's this? Double white? Oh, wait. No, not blue. Don't have it for blue. Don't do it. Red. Okay, is this just a recruiter? Recruiter for Meddling Mage on Salvagers, maybe? Manic Vandal. That's rude. That's a rude magic card. Yeah, pop my Opal. Just getting actual Manic Vandal. What on earth is this? Just gonna get this Cavern Wastelanded too. Life's just horrible. Okay, they take my card, sure. I have to play out this camera missile still, I think. Protects a soul land down the line. I hate this. We like super didn't even get there, assuming my opponent had nothing. Like, we finally found our land on turn 4. Oh no, the pedal on turn 3 would have killed too. Oh no, this is the deputy. I think the deputy my pedal. It's probably the best target. Maybe the, yeah. Just deputy the pedal, sure. Lieutenant. Woof. I'm probably just supposed to ping this lieutenant, right? Just to, like, stem some amount of bleeding. I probably should have actually blocked the Manic Vandal and pinged the lieutenant. Because now if they have another creature, I don't get the block. Move on for the sake of entertainment. It's like a non-zero chance we win this game. It's very low. It's not zero, I don't think. Yeah, we just have to rip like runner. Yeah, now I have to ping lieutenant. And I don't get to like... I guess I could just ping the champion. No, that doesn't really save me anything. What's your last card? Camera Souls, sure. Basically not perfect. We still have an LED in I should sack the LED for the turn before I get lethal. We're sacking the LED, so my opponent has true perfect. Keeping that hand is more excited to watch than mulliganing. Oh wow, those are some good draws. Huh. Those are some solid draws. Last game, not enough payoffs. This game, maybe a little bit too many payoffs. Is this lethal yet? Yeah, we're sacking this LED for sure. Should have bobbled first so he was safe to... Oh yeah, they could have had like a creature on the vial, that's true. Here you go. I think that hand is a keep. I'm not 100%, but I think that hand is a keep. It's like slightly under 50% chance to just win the game. I think you're supposed to keep those. I'm not sure. It's an interesting... Maybe I'm supposed to... Maybe that's one of those moments where you screenshot the hand and you post it on all the keep or mole things. This hand has... We're on the draw again, but it has turn 1 Chalice of the Void, so... You keep almost every hand in this deck that can turn 1 Chalice of the Void without, like, severely gimping yourself to do it. Wow, put him all against a 4. Yeesh. You had to turn on something soul. Yeah, have we turned on anything relevant yet? Like any of our games? I don't think so. We haven't done any of our like nutty explosive stuff. Like when I played against Eddie and I played turn 1 Mystic Forge. Just absolutely crushed him. So this is just depth that mulled to 4 then? What other Urborg deck is there? Ooh, Mystic Forge. I dig it. Post in the Bomberman group. So the other 5 players. Actually, though. God, it's the worst. Playing like such a niche deck. It's so hard to like get people's opinions on stuff. Because there are just so few players that exist. So I've been like pestering Max a shit ton, and I feel kind of bad about it. Am I sacking? I'm sacking one of these baubles to draw a card, but I think I need to keep the other one for Mox Diamond. Death. It could be like death or like pox or some bullshit. Let's check it out. What do they got? Dark depths. Alright, we figured it out. I guess it technically could still be death. They're just gonna like play Hex Mage and just get me. I'm gonna be so sad. Just mold a 4. Alright. Thank God. We're not just getting completely ranched here. Let's draw a Soul Land or a Petal or something. Those cards aren't very good. I'll play this Ballista though so I can cycle my Bobble. Now we can ping, yeah, exactly. Now we can ping the Hex Mage. We got him. I think I want to do this in the upkeep. There's a danger of, like, there's a duress. We have the other thing at least. There's a danger of, like, if I do that in the upkeep, they can kill my Ballista and take me off Metalcraft, which I was a little bit concerned about. That was definitely a consideration. They can respond, take the counter off the Chalice. Alright, so we're getting... Wait, are they just not casting that? Oh, I can't cast the duress, duh. So there's the Chalice a little way to play. I'm smart. I guess you Karn here. Yeah, we're gonna like Karn for bridge. Now. Man. I'll play these out in case they do end up like Hex Maging my Chalice. It like makes my mentors worse and stuff, but so they'll have only 1 mana left over, so they won't have enough mana to be able to decay my Chalice and like duress the bridge out of man, so we're just gonna... I should attack. I guess it doesn't really matter the order I do these things, but... The old ensnaring bridge. Really don't want them to find an Abrupt Decay. That seemed like not the land they wanted to play. Really did not seem like the choice of land they wanted to play. What's up, Darkview? No, the Mox qualifier was there was no top 8. It's just if you go 6-2 or better, you qualify for like a Mox playoff event later. Yeah, there's like, did they just like click on the wrong land? They don't have this Dark Touch hand anymore. Their hand is Duress Stage something. Does it mean I don't play my bridge? They can't kill me here. They could actually, they could like, no, they can't crop rotate because we have this Chalice. They sacrifice a Dark Devils. Can I just like play my Mystic Forge here? Could get punished by like decay on my Chalice or something, but then like we still have this Karn and stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't draw a Mana Source, so we can't just like lattice him. You did it with D&D. We did it with Bomberman. So we're playing Bomberman again. I just want a Mystic Forge here. Like tutor up a LED or something with the Karn. An Ancient Tomb, boo. I don't want to draw that actually to play my Lattice. Forge might find mana for Lattice next turn. This is mana for Lattice next turn, which I'm vaguely interested in. Although I'm pretty locked into like playing this bridge next turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because I didn't play the bridge. So I have to play it next turn. I can't just Lattice, because assuming they'll actually play this Thespian stage next turn. Maybe I do exile this Ancient Tomb. Yeah, probably. Hey, an LED. Oh, and a Caracas. Some pretty good hits. LED also helps us cast... I'm just going to plus this Karn. There's the Thespian stage. Can we see a new card? There's another Urborg. So we know 2 of the 3 cards in their hand. So Bomberman, now the best deck in the format. It's a sweet deck for sure. I've been having fun with it. I don't know if it's the best deck, but it's certainly very powerful. So we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 79 mana. So we can bridge and lattice this turn. I'm in for that. Right? I guess let's take a look at what's on top of my deck, because I don't want to draw this cavern. Alright, well, we're drawing these planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've tapped this Crocus, but we have a bridge in play, and if they abrupt decay the bridge, then they don't have mana to, like, kill the lattice. So, we're fine here. Do you want to lattice first? I guess that's fair. No, because we have to bridge first, because we need this. Do we need to use this Lion's Eye Diamond for mana? If I cast the lattice first, then I can't crack the diamond to pay for the bridge. Nope, gotta crack this first. Then minus the Karn. Get lattice. Play lattice. Got him. We did it. Alright. So this is another matchup where you just board on all your white cards. Except the Containment Priests. Missed a point. Then they just make the Merit Lage if I attack, right? I guess not if I play the Crocus. I could play the Crocus, then attack with the Ballista. Just really show them what's what. So we're running in 6. Wait, no, are we running these disenchants? These disenchants kind of suck. Hang on. Pretty insane that lattice. Yeah, the fact that lattice shuts off Force of Vigor is like extremely fucked up. There's absolutely no business in that happening. Was completely unintentional. I'm sure. What am I cutting? Yeah, I don't think these disenchants are very good, right? It hits like what, Diamond? Could hit Needle, which some decks play. Hits like Library. Oh yeah, the guy like lost the top 8 because like he tried to cast the Force of Vigor at the wrong time or something. He should have like targeted something else, like with the lattice on the stack, and he would have won. Anyway, I think I cut Mystic Forges and like a Mentor here, because Mystic Forges is usually just like way too slow for this matchup. No idea what this deck does. I'm just here for legacy gameplay and cat. Where is... I can't tell if the cat's asleep under the blanket or not. There's definitely a lump there. But I can't tell if it's just like wrinkles in the blanket or not. We have yet to Bomberman. No, we technically Bombermaned our lands opponent game too. Salvagers plus... Yeah, Salvagers plus LED is the main win con of this deck. But anyway, yeah, cutting Mystic Forges, because you can't really afford to journal a lot in this matchup. Maybe it's right to cut Mentors over Forges, but Mentor gets them dead faster. Which is what I like. But like Mystic Forge is better like if you get your hand shredded by disc. Oh no, hang on. I'm supposed to be cutting Chalices on the draw against Depths. My mistake. That's something I wanted to be trying. I talked to, or someone else in the Discord talked to, what was it? Solnox? I forget. I asked one of the prolific Depths players. Cast out in this deck for a while, and I don't know if I'm a believer. It's pretty good at just like answering your opponent's random bullshit, and also just like being good against Sneak and Show. It's like a decent catch-all in like the big mana decks. This hand feels like it's not good. Wait, hang on. We have a pedal here. We do have white mana. This hand gets a little bit better. We're missing an LED, but we have double tomb. We can pedal out of Salvagers. I'm interested enough in this hand, I think. Mulliganing against Thoughtseize decks always sucks. I wonder what they take here. Taking the pedal feels like it's greedy, right? They might just like take the plow or the salvagers or something. Yeah, that tracks. I'm gonna surgical my salvagers and draw stuff? Nope. He just rolls a dark depth so we can forgive him. His planes is just nice. Do I want to just play a Ballista on one? I kind of do. Getting the 2-min play also helps me like play a Karn on turn 2 or something. Just gets the pressure going. We don't need to hold up white mana or anything. Ballista on one, take 4 to pump it up. It is a wombo combo. So notably, I would play my pedal if I didn't have anything else in my hand, because like there's no point in getting it eaten by a second Thoughtseize. But since we already have this Plow to be taken, I'll hold it on to it in case we draw like a Mentor. Library is a good draw. Library is always a good draw on turn 2. Yeah, exactly. No reason to take 4. They just hit you in the face for 20, right? I'm definitely about to just take 4 here. Unless I draw something good. Mentor. Mystic Forge, Karn. Yeah, Mentor. I'll take that. So Mentor, Pedal, hold up Plow. Yeah, library is great in depths, especially because like if they plow your Merit Lage, you just like draw a million cards. So you just like rebuild very efficiently towards the second Merit Lage. Oh, you're talking about like if they want library in this matchup specifically. That's fair. It's usually fine to like as a game plan, just because almost all your post board games just slow down because everyone always like brings in answers and stuff. So the library is basically auto include in every green commander deck. Card's very good. I think I own a foil somewhere, like the Commander Arsenal foil. They Thoughtseize me. I guess I have to pop a pedal to gain 2 life, which probably isn't worth it. I was thinking it was free, but I guess technically it does use up my pedal. Duress. I don't think I value 2 life. If I was at 19 or higher, I would probably just plow my own monk. But I think I value the pedal more than the 2 life when we're at 16 here. Abrupt Decay, my mentor. Assassin's Trophy, my mentor. Rip. Plow your mentor to get a knight. And I mean, if they had just trophied and not duressed, I definitely would have just popped the pedal to plow it, make a monk. We don't have to take damage to pump the ballista because they have Urborg in play. Or we just like top deck something good. That's pretty good. Buy back the bauble, play the bauble. We have 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gonna keep the pedal around. Actually, pedal. If I could just like, you can rebuy pedal a bunch to like pump up monks, but I don't think that's relevant this turn. Oh no! Don't tap like that. Tap like a smart person. my pedal once for free this turn. Pedal, like the pedal would end up in the graveyard if I did that, right? Like, no. Oh yeah, because I could have popped it. I could have floated 3 mana, bought it back, and the pedal would just be in the graveyard. Yeah, if I had a Mendor play, it's a lot more worth. But just the monk, I don't think it's worth the 1 damage. They are getting really low here. We can just like buy back the pedal a lot next turn, right? This monk might just be lethal next turn. What you drawing over there? Crop rotation. That's scary. Also a good card to know about. Because they can definitely just make a Merit Lage. We are no longer threatening lethal. Maybe he'll keep 2 cards. We can hope. They could just pass the turn and we would not have lethal, right? Yeah, because they crop rotate the Pete land into the depths and they can... Alright, yeah, we have a problem here. And that's that we don't have lethal anymore. Just draw LED. What's Kragus in our deck? Those cards don't kill my opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. We could pump the Ballista twice. Play the Bauble. They take... 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we might have lethal. Assuming they have nothing besides the Merit Lage, right? So we have 9 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We make 9 mana. Buy back the LED to 8 mana. Prowess Sugar the Monk. Bauble, Prowess Sugar the Monk. Pump the Ballista twice. We have 2 3-power creatures and a 2-power creature. We attack them. Whatever they block, they take 5 and get pinged 3 times, right? Am I wrong in that? I think I did all my math right. I also have to take 1 damage off the Pete land to crop rotation, notably. Yeah, I think I have lethal here. Buy back the pedal. Play the pedal. Play the Bauble. Pump. You can pump the other at instant speed, so it doesn't matter. I think this is lethal. I mean, they could obviously have something. They have crop rotation. I guess they technically don't. They might not have crop rotation because they could have put it back off the Sylvan. But I imagine they kept it because they just passed the turn with 4 mana, yeah. And intended to just make a Merit Lage here. But like they could have an Abrupt Negate or something. But they have to spend most of their mana to make the 20/20. I think we just get them. Ping. 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 Whew. Got there. think we didn't actually need to do the fancy thing with the pedal buyback. I think because we had exactly... We did if they had an actual green source that didn't deal them damage. The pedal buyback was relevant that turn. But since they had to tap the Nurturing Peatland to make the green mana, they took 1 extra. Suddenly Fatal Push. Yeah, that would have been a bummer. I mean, we couldn't really beat that. I guess we could have just, like... We had 9 mana, right? So we could have, like, bobbled 5 times that turn and left a white open to try to top deck a Plow, but we only had 2 left in the deck, so it's, like, probably not very good odds. Yeah. Like, one of their... Like, the 2 last cards had to have been Force of Vigor green card, though, to Force of Vigor the Ballista. And then block the Monk. Just, like, don't play around cards you can't beat, right? We tried to lethal them based on the cards that we had and hoped they didn't have something to stop it. And they did. So far, our game's today 2-0, 0-2, 2-0. Also, only actually Bomberman someone once, right? We had Karn win and Dirtily Beatdown win versus... How do we win game 1 against lands? It was Dirtily Beatdowns and a Chalice on 2. 2 Dirtily Beatdown wins is kind of silly. Lost the die roll again. Is that 4 for 4? Are we 4 for 4 on the draw? Chalice decks love being on the play. This hand doesn't seem very good. This hand also doesn't seem very good. We technically have the whole combo. Salvager, LED Ballista, but we're missing some mana here. Is this the same opponent? Is it? Varianced out. Oh, it is. Ooh. Huh. This is, in fact, the same opponent. Playing against Depths again, then? Well, this hand just sucks. Wow, all these hands just suck. This hand's actually pretty decent. We just make a bunch of monks on turn 1. Hope that's good enough. On 5, that's about all we can ask for. I don't think we can keep the salvagers. I think we have to ship LED salvagers here and just go Tomb, Petal, Mentor, LED, Bobble, Crack Bobble, and then just like open to draw shit. We're on 5, like, need to kind of get lucky, especially against Depths, who kept 7. Oh no, yeah, they kept 7. I guess if we get Thoughtseize though, then our hand does suck. Maybe we ship... No, we can't really ship anything else, though. Because we ship both LEDs, the salver doesn't do anything. If we could ship Bobble LED and keep this hand, so it's better against Thoughtseize. We can't beat Thoughtseize anyway. That's kind of fair. Don't Thoughtseize me. Pass. Pass the turn. Nope, stop it. Basic Forest. Stop. Don't do it. Dang. Unlucky. I think there's a world where we ship the Bobble instead of the Salvagers. Although I guess then we're missing like a outlet for infinite mana anyway if we get the... Because we don't have anything to even draw infinite cards. I'm gonna play out my hand probably. I didn't post a giant killer in Discord activist TNT playable. I think only jokingly. I think I'm supposed to play out my hand to like just to be better against more Thoughtseizes rather than play towards drawing one of the other 3 mentors in my deck. I'd rather have my hand in play to just cast the rest of my spells. Wow, this is actually, if we had a Salvager, this is a turn 1 draw infinite cards, right? We're just casting our whole hand, though. And we're going to bobble them. Since we still have Metalcraft. Too bad there's a Salvager on the bottom of our deck. They're drawing Reclaimer. What are we trying to draw? I guess Salvager is just like the nut. We only have 3. This one's at the bottom. But Salvagers is just draw infinite cards. As it stands. Karn is probably pretty good. I guess just like we're trying to draw any Haming. We're not trying to draw Mentor. Draw any of the cards that cost 4 mana in our deck. All the other cards are bad. Mystic Forge, Karn, Salvagers. Draw all the 4 mana spells. Robert, huh? I'll take a Ballista. Chalice and a second Opal. Is Oath a good sideboard option against Bomberman? Oath is a very good card, yeah. Oath, Null Rod, Stony Silence effects, very strong against Bomberman. Oath less so because it's a little easier to answer. Just creatures are generally the easier card type to answer. Also depends on the deck, but certainly your Stony Silence effects are going to be good against the deck that has a lot of artifacts with activated abilities. Do I just Chalice on 1? I can turn off this Reclaimer that I know is in their hand. Chalice on like 2 to beat Hexmage, although then we have to... Because we just ditch our extra Opal, right? We could do Chalice on 2. Beats Hexmage, so they don't Hexmage our Chalice too. Although this Reclaimer is a 1-mana card that already finds them the combo, right? Like it already goes and fetches the both halves. Yeah, Oath not super strong against the Legacy format in general. Yeah, there's certainly more 1s than 2s, including the one that we literally know is in their hand. 7-1 much better than 4-4. Teach me how to win more. Bomberman carried my sorry ass. Yeah, most of their ones are discard spells, but like the Eldritch Coming in their hand is just actually relevant. There's a chance I do want to put that on 2. Oh, nice. They have another Elvish Reclaimer. Obviously, putting it on 1 was the correct choice. Until they play Hexmage and make me sad. Played the box on hard mode with High Tide. That does sound pretty difficult. Oh no. My Chalice. Expecting I would not expect a lot of Bomberman at GP Atlanta. I don't think this deck is just actually going to be played by a lot of people ever, regardless of how powerful it is, unless it gets like really good and people realize it's really good. I just don't think they're gonna just be the numbers. People just aren't going to own City of Traders, Mox, Opal, Alliance at Diamond decks. I think if there are good players piloting the deck, then they will do well, because I think this deck is very good, but I don't think it will ever see like widespread play anytime soon. Abrupt Decay. They're just gonna beat me down with idiots here. This deck is a lot harder to borrow than it's just so expensive. It has like just a lot of very niche cards. Why are they just passing with all this mana up? Are they just gonna decay my Chalice or something? What's up? What do you got in that hand over there? Another Hexmage. They really don't want to Hexmage my Chalice? Or anything? Ooh, a Ballista. I'm going to use this other Opal to play a Ballista on 2. I just ping this Bob now? I guess. If I ping the Hex Mage, then they're like pretty priced into popping my Chalice, which I like don't want them to do, and they seem pretty steadfast on not doing. I'm gonna pop this Bob. Decay the Chalice. I'm happy with that. Now they can't put it on 0. Am I also supposed to pop this Hex Mage now? I mean, if they have Dark Depths, they can already just combo me, because they can just cast the other Hex Mage. Yeah, I guess they didn't see the line. There's 3 Bomberman piles on my LGS. That seems like a very uncharacteristic amount. I'm gonna pop this Hex Mage. A Wasteland? That's not good. Don't try that, opponent. I can't beat that one. We were trying to draw Auriok Salvagers here. Now they're just gonna like fucking murder me with Elvish Reclaimers. If we top deck Soul Land and Salvager this turn. There's Soul Land. Still gunning for the Salvager draw. These decks don't play like more than 1 Wasteland, right? Sometimes they play 2. Because there's no reason not to sandbag this, right? Is there? Is there a world where I need to hit another land drop? We draw 2 cards, we'll have... I'm playing it. I think there's a world in which I need to like hit a land drop and cast a spell. That are like Mystic Forge into random garbage. We're just trying to draw one of our 3 Salvagers at this point. I will also take a Karn. Karn would be pretty decent. We've been attempting to draw 30 to 40% of our decks, and we haven't drawn any of it. We've drawn so many baubles too. And is Hex Mage Unknown. We're super dead on board. Karn or Salvagers gets us out of this pickle. That is neither of those things. That is, in fact, us being dead. Alright. Good thing we learned how to sideboard. We're on the play this time because we lost. I don't know. I've heard... What about land? Yeah, land's close, you know. That's why I play the Ancient Tomb. You gotta play around just in case I need to hit more land drops afterwards. But anyway. I've been talking with people, and people are uncertain on Chalice of Void's equity against depths. And I think the answer is not on the draw and maybe on the play, so I kind of want to keep trying it on the play. In which case, I think we shave like the Mystic Forges and a Mentor. And call that a day. And on the draw, when we go to game 3, cut all the Chalices, bring back in the stuff. Yeah, like that's mainly the big thing. Is that turn 1 on the play? If you just jam a turn 1 Chalice, it can be really powerful. And like just you do have to be careful when your Chalice is in play. You probably want to proactively play out your zeros a lot more often. You can answer your own Chalice on 0 with like Karn if you need to, and you're in that position. If they Hex Mage your Chalice. I would love to play first. I would not love to keep this hand, though. This hand doesn't do anything. Saying to turn 1 Karn, I'd be interested, but it's not quite there. This hand is Chalice into Mentor and shit. This hand has so much mana though. Yeah, we can make so much mana. This hand's good. I think I'm gonna ship the City Traders. Just Chalice on 1 with our Plow into like Cavern. We can use the Plow with our Chalice, Plow on Mentor, get it countered, and get a Monk. Anyway, yeah, this is a keep. We're gonna ship the City Traders. Also, we can't cast this Plow yet. This Mentor does like, this Mentor's just like Grey Ogre. We easily just like drop baubles and shit. Am I supposed to play a 2/2 Ballista instead of my Mentor since the Mentor doesn't do anything yet? Probably not. Since a 2/2 Ballista attacks for about the same. And getting the Mentor in play makes top decked non-creature spells better, and like not having to play our City Traders as our second land, etc., etc. Womp womp. We're just getting like turn two womp tier with our own Chalice. We can't draw anything. I mean, you can't even cast the Plow anyway. But yeah, looks like my opponent just has the old turn 2 2020 rolled up. We can draw nothing at instant speed to be relevant. Forget our own Chalice. Yeah, forget our own Chalice trigger. Like, we literally also can't cast this. We can't put it on the stack. Oh, it was fast. How many games do you have left? This is our last match. All our games have been 2-0 or 0-2. 4 matches, 8. We lost the die roll. Wait, did we lose the die roll last match? I think we did. We lost the die roll all 4 times today, or all 5 times today. Fuck me. This deck's so good when you win the die roll, and you just never win the die roll. It's going to turn 1 Chalice, but it also doesn't do anything after that. Not super interested in it, I don't think. Wow, this hand is turn 1 Chalice, and then it doesn't do anything after that, except hit land drops. Do I go to 5? Ugh, my opponent gives 7. Keep it, draw soul, and look like a genius. I'm not going to Syracuse or Atlanta. My next big paper legacy event is going to be Eternal Weekend. So that's like my travel budget. God, these hands all suck. I think I'll go to 5 here. Keep it, ship a city. Yeah, I thought about it. I think I like this hand more. We're going to ship a Bauble. And maybe this Petal? No, we probably need to Chalice on 1 here. We hit this land drops the LED then. This hand looks pretty miserable. I guess this hand looks a lot worse than the 6 now that I've completed the London Mulligan process. I think this hand is just way worse than the 6. But obviously we didn't know what we were going to get. Alright. Basic Island. Means this Chalice of the Void seems pretty good. You a Ponder. That doesn't help me. Tell me what you're on, opponent. And please don't beat Sneak and Show. Ooh. We get to put in the Karagas off the show until I guess I probably shouldn't show the Karagas for that reason, right? We play the Cavern on Human here. Human. We don't want to show our hand with the Ancient Tomb because we don't want to advertise that we can like play a 4-drop next turn. What does my opponent have? They just didn't even. What are they doing over there? They could be Storm, right? That would make sense. The colors of the fetch lands and the not doing anything. Which makes this Karn really good. Yeah, I think the Karn is much better than the Mentor here. Yeah, seems like Storm. I think I was gonna get Tormod Script if that resolved, because I really think they're on Storm with like the fetch lands and stuff. But yeah, after that concession, basically turns off their 0s and their 1s, and I was gonna turn off Fast and Flames, like they were super dead. All right, cool. I get to do the old run back the same 60. I think sometimes you board in the Tormod Script in this matchup. I don't know. Seems like fine, I guess. We could cut like a Mystic Forge or something really slow and nerdily, but Mystic Forge like so the previous iterations of this deck cut like Karn Scion Verzos in this matchup for more relevant interaction. You'd like at least shave them down and stuff, but Mystic Forge draws you into a lot of your relevant interaction. Like it digs you towards your Chalices and your Karns when it gets in play. Play a second crypt over the third priest, so I board one in. That doesn't seem unreasonable. I think the big reason for Condemned Priest is Sneak, though, right? Obviously, sideboard. You're always sacrificing something when you change a sideboard card to a different one. It's reasonable if you're more concerned with graveyard decks. I wanted to fuck around with like Leyline of the Void in the sideboard and like playing a Helm of Obedience, but it's just so many sideboard slots, and this deck just doesn't have the sideboard slots to do something like that. I guess we're on the draw, so maybe the crypt is okay on the draw. Maybe on the play I don't need it as badly. The cat has arrived. Also, that lump is still there, so I guess that lump was not the cat under the blanket. Hello. Hello, kitty. This hand doesn't do anything. Ship it. This hand makes a turn 1 Chalice of the Void. Oh god, please stop stabbing me. Oh god, the pain. Please stop stabbing me. Please, for the love of God, thank you. My opponent kept 7, so we're probably getting Thoughtseize, but not getting better than this. I'm gonna ship a Plains here. We can cast a 4-drop already. I could ship like the Petal, but turn 1 Chalice to do nothing. We get to draw a card. We get to draw one whole card with this hand. Yeah, I'm gonna ship a Plains. A Ponder? That's not a Thoughtseize. They might have like Echoing Truths or something like that. Other ways to deal with the Chalice. You see Ponder, Storm, yeah. We can even crack this Urza's Bauble and maybe actually get a chance to see they're really on Storm. This feels like I'm getting abrupt decayed. There's a Tendrils of Agony. I wonder what they could be on. Those are not the best draws in the world. This really smells like abrupt decay. 61 to 75 of high tide. Oh, did you buy high tide paper too? Oh yeah, I think I saw that on Twitter. It's pretty hot. Please stop drooling all over my face with your face, cat. Figuring if I want to play these things out. I don't think I do. There's like a world where we get Thoughtseize, but like is taking the LED important? I guess if we draw Salvagers, it kind of is. So we're like down on mana. But also we draw Mentor. This really feels like I'm just going to get Abrupt Decayed into dead, though. Oh, wow. Not Abrupt Decayed. Oh, wait, this is a Nurse's Bauble. I don't have to crack this right now. What we got in that hand over there? A Ponder. Neat. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, like this Mentor. Now we jump our hand on the table. Excuse me. Alright, what you got on the top of your deck, opponent? That is not an Abrupt Decay. That's good for me. So, are we killing me? This has to be ritual based though, because they have the tendrils in hand and they're going to discard to the LED, so they need to cast the Piff eventually. This doesn't feel like... Are they going to just add Naz? That seems not very safe. Because they need to add Naz into enough mana to, like, Piff kill me through this Chalice. Which means hitting a lot of artifact mana. There's an LED, but that doesn't really do anything right now. They've hit nothing so far. Have they put... Oh, they haven't put a land for turns. They can actually Echoing Truth this now, but now they still need more mana, right? They still need like a Petal, I think, to kill me. And even then, I don't think they'd kill me, right? They'd empty for a big number, though. Why is the deck called Bomberman? So Auriok Salvagers and LED Infinite Mana used to kill with Pyrite Spellbomb instead of Walking Ballista. Hence Bomberman. Oh, they have the Cabal Ritual. No, they don't have blue. Does this do anything? Oh, they get Infernal Tour again, right? Can they Infernal Tour for Piff for enough? Oh, maybe they can? Oh, wait. What's happening? I'm lost. I stopped being able to follow them a long time ago. They're off, right? They have another... Oh no, they can Infernal Tutor for LED. Yeah, and then Infernal Tutor for LED, play the LED, and then Infernal Tutor for... Wait. Oh no, they already have the tendrils in the yard. Duh. Yeah, that we are dead. Please stop stabbing me, cat. Please. Probably leaving the turn one script. It's probably fine. This hand does not have turn one Chalice, and it just, like, doesn't play any of these other big guys out. This hand seems a lot better. We're gonna ship Don't really want to ship the second Chalice. Turn on Chalice on 0, that's true. Chalice on 0 does not seem super good in this deck. We'll keep this and ship the LED. And then go land Tormod's Crypt. Please, for the love of God, stop stabbing me, child. Also, stop biting me. What are you doing? You're literally just chewing on my finger. Please stop it. You disgusting animal. Yeah, Tormod's Crypt is probably fine. Sounds good against Thoughtseize. We had to play our good old Chalice on 1 anyway. That's not even a Thoughtseize. We need to play our Chalice on 1 and then have another Chalice to play on like 1 or 2 or something if it gets decayed. Well, usually it gets end-step decayed and then you die, so. There's a world that we put it on 0, but not a lot of worlds. Since, god, putting it on 0 hinders our deck a lot. And hinders their deck relatively little. Oh, now they're gonna Thoughtseize me. Unfortunately for you, it's kind of a burn pedal. I wonder if they take the Mentor here, just to, like, stall for a bunch of time. Yeah, exactly. It was pretty resource intensive. Turn 1 Brainstorm. They did take the Mentor. Second pedal. Bobble. Yeah, they have a lot of time though. We need to find a piece of action for sure. And like mana to cast it. We don't have a lot of mana right now. They have a Dark Ritual as one of their cards in hand. Land, Bobble. Alright, I'll take it. Human. Another Bobble. Ancient Demon Chalice. No, that'd be pretty okay. Good against Echoing Truth. Not great against Abrupt Decay, but still like fine. Chalice on 2 just by itself is decent. I don't think playing another Chalice on 1 is the correct line. If I was scared of like Abrupt Decay, I could. But if they Abrupt Decay me, I'm not that scared of them killing me with like 3 cards in hand. They very well could, but... Alright, what do you got? A Brainstorm and a Dark Ritual. I don't like playing it on 0. We have a lot of 0 drops in this deck. Like all the baubles we keep cycling to draw something better. Chalice on 2 is probably better than Ballista here, though. This turns off of more stuff. Obligatory is Giant Killer TNT playable. Echoing Truth the Chalice on 1, and then we can never Chalice on 1 again. Ooh, Hercules. Oh, no, hang on. Don't F6. I need to replay this Tormod's Crypt. Brainstorm response? Okay. Kind of a weird use of that, I think. Because now we can't re-Chalice on 1, because we have Chalice on 2. But we still have a Tormod's Crypt. They have 2 petals. They have 3 cards in their hand. I don't think we're dead. Through a Crypt and a Chalice on 2. I just need to get this Chalice on 3 now. Does that even turn off anything? Do they play any 3 drops in the deck? Put the Chalice on 4 to counter their Past in Flames. The True Tech. Karn? Mystic Forge. Mystic Forge is probably still better than Ballista here. Ballista's just so fucking slow. This digs us towards like Karn and shit. Hey, look, a Karn. Hopefully we live that long. Uh-oh. Hopefully we live that long. I almost put the Chalice out on 0. Maybe I should have. Just like, it is an extra insurance layer. They only have 5 cards they would actually counter, though. 2 cards in hand. This is just like, this is probably just an Adnan's turn. They don't have this Brainstorm or this Dark Ritual anymore. Please stop stabbing me. Hercule's Recall. Huh. Am I supposed to pop this? I'm probably supposed to pop this crypt. They have a lot of goodies there. They can cast Cabal right in. Oh no, the last card has to be Infernal. No, that doesn't work. What's the last card? What's the last card here? Just it can't be actual Adnaz. It can't be Infernal Tutor because only 4. They get Infernal Tutor or Empty Me, right? But then we have their Hellbent. And we have like Karn for Bridge. It has to be Infernal Tutor for Empty, right? I'm trying to think of a world that I get punished for not popping this crypt. Hey, what are you doing up there? Get off the bookshelf, you little rascal. Are they targeting themselves? Oh, no, they're targeting me. That is a good question, though. I didn't actually pay attention to that. The Stormcap's not even that high, though. What card is the last card in their hand? Is there something I'm not thinking of that they could like have to kill me with? It's gotta be like Infernal Tutor for Empty is the only thing I can think of that's like doing anything this turn, right? Piff? They don't even have the... Oh, wait. Yeah, it could be Piff, right? Because Piff costs 5 mana, and then... They only have the 1 Dark Ritual, though. If it's Piff, they just Dark Ritual, and then they're done, right? They don't even have, like, a tutor. It can't be Piff. You just pop Crypt. I think popping Crypt is probably the safe play. I think if they have Empty, I think we just win anyway, and we don't need the Crypt. I think popping Crypt is safe here, but I don't think it's... I don't think there's a war... can't think of anything where we actually lose the game by not popping Crypt there. Because I think it's just Infernal Tutor for Empty. But, like, I don't think that matters. Yeah. There's only 8 goblins. Can we just, like, beat that with a Walking Ballista? Karn for Bridge is, like, a little bit hard to pay the upkeep on. Ballista for 2. Block 1, take 7. Untap. We probably can't beat that, right? Although it's a little hard to empty out our hand. You kill 2 goblins a turn. After the first turn, yeah. I think it is play out this Ballista, though. We'd also like Karn for like a LED or something. Down the road. Karn for explosives. Oh shit, yeah, there's explosives in our sideboard. I forgot about that. Fuck. Yeah, Karn for explosives is much better play here than just play Ballista. We just give them another draw like Thoughtseize now. So they like Thoughtseize my LED after I wish for it. Or Thoughtseize my explosives. They could discard it. They would need to have drawn discard exactly that turn. And they could just discard our Karn now. Yeah, that was dumb. We're definitely supposed to Karn for the explosives. Oh no, they can't even, because we could just play it, right? We could just literally play it, and then they would have to have drawn Abrupt Decay to punish me, right? Yeah. Would have to have been exactly Abrupt Decay. And in that world, we actually do get punished by cracking the crypt, because then we could pop the crypt on ourselves and then wish back the explosives, because Karn wishes for stuff in exile. Wait, what's happening? No, fuck! I turned off audios because I wanted to ping things. Just in case I can make sure what's happening. But, I mean, unless they draw exactly Decay here, we still just win. They clear our Karn, we just kill their goblins. And then play a Chalice on one or whatever. What is this? He saved your Ballista. I mean, I get to kill one goblin for free, right? Oh, I saved my Ballista for my explosives. They planning on trying to, like, burn me out with a Tendrils from 6 life? If that's the case, we want to get to, Lattice as soon as possible, right? Is this, like, Piff? No, Piff is, like, way too much mana and doesn't do anything right now. I could wish for the LED, but then I can't. It takes a bunch of turns for me to actually, like, Karn for the Lattice, too. I think I'm just plussing the Karn this turn. If I draw LED, we can just, like, play Lattice, or if I draw Soul Land, we can play Lattice. Wishes for this, or Infernal Tutors for Stifle. Wrecks me. This Opal's not enough mana. We have plenty of time. Wish for the LED, but then we can't wish for the Lattice again because our Karn would die in 2 wishes. We could just Mentor, Opal, Ballista on 1, or we could just Mystic Forge for, like, more mana and shit. Mystic Forge and, like, 2 LEDs. One's LEDs on the bottom of our deck, I think. I'm scared of... Well, there's not a lot of worlds where my opponent actually kills me, even if they have, like, the Tendrils in hand. They don't have any... They need, like, Cabal Rit to kill me, right? Mentor Line and Forge next turn, I think. Next turn, I want to... Yeah, wait. Mentor for pressure. I want to set it up so I can guarantee... Or, like, maximize my ability to Lattice them, right? Let's say, like, Infernal Tutor for the 2nd recall, man. That's actually horrifying. Maybe I want pressure for that reason. In case they actually Infernal Tutor for a 2nd recall. So much thinking. Fuck. Burn 2... Oh, there are 2 recalls burned? Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, it's probably... I mean, the only card I care about is actual Hurkyl's recall when trying to Lattice them, because then we, like, get our whole board bounced or whatever. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't even have Metalcraft. Lol. I can't even do that line. Wait, did I not activate my Karn either? Fuck me. I'm so bad at this game. Not that... It does matter if I, like, don't find the thing, because if it's at 5, I can wish it for the LED and then wish it down to 1 for the Lattice, but... Oh, there's Petal. Do I go for it? It's a real bummer if I get Hurkyl's, right? But if my opponent has Tendrils in hand and I'm at 6 life, it's honestly risky to go for it at this point. I think so. But they could just have, like... If they have a Cabal Rit, right? They cast any 1-mana spell, Cabal Rit, Tendrils kill me, right? And they've used no Cabal Rit so far. Wait, did they have 3 Hurkyl's? Yeah, that's fair. I don't think decks play 3 Hurkyl's. I'll attack first. Also, I think I might be able to beat a Hurkyl's. I'm not positive. If nothing else, we live for the memes, and getting Hercled is incredibly good for the memes. Don't do it, opponent. Don't do it. Should I not F6? No, there's... Actually, yes. I should not F6. Because we want to play out our Opal, because we'll have to move to discard. Oh, just Echoing Truth into the Karn, sure. That's a lot better for me. Could still die to Cabal Rit plus something. Cabal Rit 1-mana spell. Tendril still kills me. They might have also wished for the Echoing Truth. Nice, we did it. Down to 1 decay left. Yeah, I should have just like gone and pulled up Cyrus's list or something. That's probably whatever they were on. Whew. Definitely fucked up that game. Definitely took like, I took like, what, 7 more damage than I should have? Because instead of playing the Ballista, I should have just ended up like playing the Karn immediately and wishing for the E, and then I'm just at like so much more life. The last 5 on the list had 2 recalls, 2 echoing, 2 decay, also 2 chain vapor. I trust any of Cyrus's lists more than I trust random lists online. Let's go see what Cyrus is doing with Ant. And that's probably what everyone else is doing. He tweeted a list recently, right? Yeah, here it is. Oh, he is on 3 Hercules recalls. But he's also on no Echoing Truth. Wait, no, this is... Wait, hang on. No, that's wrong. That's his Vintage list. My bad. Might be. Here's his Legacy list. 2 Echoing Truth, 2 Hercules, 2 Chain of Vapor, 2 Abrupt Decay. Did they play empty in game 1? No. They only... yeah, they... Wait. Yeah, they showed us empty in game 2 and they killed us with Tendrils. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't play a lot of Legacy right currently, but he tweeted out a list like literally 2 days ago, so... Yeah, he's mostly just playing WoW at this point. Are you happy with the list? It's hard to not be happy with Bomberman lists, because Bomberman is such a, like, locked in... So many of your cards are locked in. Like, I would say that all of these and, like, some number of, like, Swords to Plowshares and stuff are locked into the sideboard. And, like, the main deck is just very, very stock. Like, I've seen lists with 4 Opals, but mostly the Karn Great Creator, or the Karn Scion lists played, like, Ancient Den and stuff, but especially without Scion, I don't think Ancient Den's good enough. And even with Scion, Ancient Den is kind of meh, especially right now with Delver being king. Basic lands are very good. So it's hard to not be happy with the main deck, and I don't know. The sideboard is just like you play your wish board and you get like 1 flex slot for wish targets, and then your sideboard is going to be like Swords of Plowshares, Graveyard Hate, and then like random bullshit like being able to disenchant Null Rods or whatever, back to basics and stuff, and then Cast Out's kind of a catch-all, good against Sneak and Show. So like, the list is not very flexible at all, so I think the only changes I've ever made are like this 15th sideboard card. I've played a Liquid Metal Coating, I've played a Sorcerer's Spyglass, and now I'm trying EE. I kind of want to try Wormcoil Engine too, as another option, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I want the last card to be, because I'm pretty locked into all these other shenanigans going on. Spinefish Saw. That seems not very good. But yeah, Max recommended the EE because I was talking to him about like if I wanted to play a Rug Delver, or like an anti-Delver card in the wish board. Apparently, Engineered Explosives might actually be reasonable. You can only You can only 2 Sunburst counters with Opal or Petal though, which is like kind of loose. I don't know how loose though. It hasn't come up yet. We played against what? I guess against humans it might have come up if we didn't like keep sketch hands all day. Yeah, E for 0/1 is like good enough as it is, and like the flexibility of like sometimes you are able to like put it on 2 to beat Tarmogoyfs and stuff. Like maybe it's okay. Maybe it could be something else. If it's not the card, maybe I'd want against Delver, or maybe like Delver's not even that bad of a matchup. Like 8-bit said, I don't know how the Delver matchup goes. I haven't played it that often, but like the rug in my experience, the Tarmogoyf Delver matchups are a little more rough for me. But yeah, Depths is a deck that I keep losing to a lot. We did beat Depths and then lose to Depths, the same player today, but Depths has been a little bit unfavorable in my experience. Delver has been definitely less so. I've definitely been having better results against Delver. But just like playing around all the permission is definitely something to work on in against Delver. There's just like so many things that you need to be thinking about, and a lot of matchups it's just like jam your threat, jam your threat, jam your threat. Eventually, they're just gonna like crack and die. But against Delver, there's just like so many things on your mind to worry about, like playing around Spell Pierce, playing around Daze, playing around Force, playing around Force of Negation, like getting your LED Force of Negation and like wishing it back with Karn and stuff. There's like some really sweet lines, like jamming your Salvagers or your Mentors on in the turns where you think they have like Spell Pierce. Stuff like that. You have like heavy priority on your Cavern of Souls to resolve your important threats, but also you like they can get wastelanded. Your whole deck's pretty soft to like Wasteland Ren 6, etc., etc., etc. I could talk about this deck a lot. I have a lot of thoughts about this deck, and not a lot of people to share those thoughts with, because there aren't a lot of Bomberman players. But that's gonna be it for the stream today. I'm gonna find someone to host here. Card Kingdom. Card Kingdom always streams some Paper Legacy on Mondays. Mono Red Prison versus... What is this? Is that a Taiga and a Tezzeret Agent of Bolas in play? The fuck? Whatever. Gonna go host Card Kingdom. Play a lot of Paper Legacy there. Wait, this person just has Karn Lattice in play. Why are we still like playing this game? Whatever. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you had a good time. As always, if you want to support the channel, you can follow, subscribe, donate. Subscriptions are half off. We're in September until the 24th or something like that. So first time subscriptions are half off, and along with that I'm doing a donation deck list half off special if you want to see modern Stoneforge decks specifically. Get half off. But anyway, that'll be it for today. 8-bit, thanks for the follow thanks for the subscription. Thanks for that Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate it. Not generally a big Bomberman streamer, but I do want to play this deck more. It's not at all conducive to how I stream, because I talk so much while I'm streaming, and luckily we never had to like go through the combo today, but like if you do, you burn so much clock, and just it's not conducive to the amount of like fucking dirtling around I do on stream. But I'm gonna play this deck more in the future. I'm really enjoying this. I might buy it in paper. Definitely mulling it over. But anyway, been talking too much. I will go host Card Kingdom and see you guys all on Wednesday. Yeah, thanks for coming and hanging around. Appreciated the thoughts. I always like talking about the lines of other people. White player for life. Yes, I do love basic Plains decks. But anyway, see you guys all Wednesday.